Hey guys, Cletus here. I've been nominated to do a top 5 nostalgic game from Frazer at partyplaygaming. And basically, this just like what top 5 games, if you hear, or like just something that makes you, it takes you back to childhood when you're just like, man, like I had so much fun. And I'd have to say, like, it was, I don't know, everybody's like, oh, I had to put a bunch of thought into it, but in reality, like, as soon as he said it, like, the first 4 just flooded right into my head. I knew what it was exactly. The 5th one is, I don't know. But my first choice, my very, like, first game, and, I'm going to do these in order. And the first game is Legend of Zelda on the NES. That is the very first game that's the game that got me into gaming. Everybody thinks like, oh, Mario and stuff like that, but no, it was Legend of Zelda NES. First game you could save on. It was just amazing. Like, it was nothing like anything else that I'd ever played before, and it hooked me. It got me hooked big time. I logged a lot of hours on that. And then, there's games come and go, and then the next game that got me hooked was Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation. And that's, like, I had the original Final Fantasy, and I played that a lot. I put a lot of hours in that one, too. But it just, I don't know, Final Fantasy VII. Oh, man, it's just such an expanse. Like, the disc swap and everything was stupid, I thought, or frustrating. But just, there's so much stuff to do. Like, it was such a huge world. And, I had so much fun, like, when I was in my teens. And I logged a lot of hours. Many weekends were lost. And evenings we're playing that game. That's one of my favorites. The next game that has nostalgia for me is Runescape.
Daddy, I clean up.
Good job, Bobby.
I clean up a kitchen.
And Runescape, Java-based PC game. And when my wife and when Ray and I started dating, we liked to hang out together. So what we were doing and what we did is we tried to find something that we could do together. And we didn't live together, nothing like that. So, and we weren't able to see each other as much as we wanted to. So what we did is, a friend of mine at work, when I used to work in a call center, and he was telling me about this game, RuneScape, and he said it's pretty cool. It's a Java-based game, and it's really easy. It's really simple. So I said, yeah, all right. So I tried it, and I played it with him for a little bit, and then I told her about it, and I'm like, it's actually a pretty sweet game. I think you'll like it if you want to give it a try, and you can play with us. So she started playing RuneScape, and then her and I, it was basically like, if you're not familiar with RuneScape, a knockoff World of Warcraft. You could do missions and all this other shit and work on each skill, and it's really cool though. And Java-based, play on PC, didn't require much of an install. Like, it was free. So in the very newness of our relationship, we spent many nights talking on Skype, playing RuneScape, questing together, and working on skills together, and so even though I don't play RuneScape anymore, I still have a character in it. I'll play it once in a while. Ray still has the exact same character that she started 10 years ago. Over 10 years. Well, yeah, 10 years ago. And she still plays it. like daily or every other day for a few hours. So yeah, that game there would have to be one of the most nostalgic ones that I have. And then after Ray would go to bed because she had to work super early, I was working nights, like evenings and whatnot. So, and she was working super early in the morning, so she'd go to bed fairly early, and I'd play Diablo II, Lords of Destruction, and I'd play that game for a long time, and I played with my buddy John. He's the one that got me into it, and I just play, and it was just one of those games that I could just dump so much time into, and next thing you know, the evening's gone. Oh, it's bedtime. I got to go to bed, and then like that's what I do in the evenings because I live by myself. And in the game, I ran into a character that I ended up playing with quite a lot. Another character, daily. Like it anytime I was popping on, like we were getting on around the same time, and having to log off around the same time. So it was almost like the perfect friendship to have in a game. Like when I can game, they can game. So every day, like I'm logging on to play Diablo 2, Lords of Destruction. He was logging on or already logged on. And then when it'd be like, all right, man, it's getting late here for me. I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work I gotta work tomorrow. Same for him. Like he would have to go around the same time. And so Diablo 2, I logged a lot of hours, and my friend Labeled E, this was about 10 years ago as well. We still talk. We have each other on Facebooks. I've watched his family grow. He's watched my family grow. So yeah, it's a pretty nostalgic game for me, because every time I think of it, I just remember how much fun him and I had. Tearing up shit in that game, just the two of us, fighting the Ubers and just everything, just basically dominating the game and getting in trouble and kicked out of rooms, and yeah, it was pretty cool. We had so much fun in that game. And the fifth game for me would have to be the very first game that Wee Man ever got for me, and with the assistance of Mom, Ray, my wife, he got me Minecraft on PS3 last year for Father's Day. And I played Minecraft on PC a lot. But then when I started playing console, because with the baby, it was hard playing on my laptop when you have a little fart that wants to be on your lap at the same time. So I just stopped playing laptop on the PC games and flipped over to console. And yeah, Ray seen Minecraft and said, geez, he played that all the time, let's get it. So she got it, she picked it up, and that was my Father's Day gift last year, 2015, from Vin. And I don't know, it's an addiction. I still play it to this day. I actually stream it, for those of you that don't know. And I play it with friends. It's just one of those games that you'd think you get bored of, but it's been like a year, and I play it daily, like for hours daily. In the evening, in the afternoon, I'll log on to it for a few hours, and I'll either do survival or I'll do pixel art. Like, it's just one of those games that I think I'll always play. And hopefully when Vin's a little older and can actually like get the concept of playing and stuff, hopefully it's a game that him and I can play together on the PS4. And maybe something that'll just carry on and he'll just continue playing it and that other stuff. But I believe that's my 5 games. So Legend of Zelda, the original on Super NES, or not Super NES, but just Nintendo. Final Fantasy 7 for PlayStation, the original PlayStation. RuneScape on PC. Diablo 2 on PC. And Minecraft on PS3. So that's my top 5, nostalgic anyways, and pretty much in that order is when I started playing them too. So I don't really know anybody else, you know what I mean? I could say, oh, I challenge Frazer, or I challenge Hodge, or I challenge Miles, or I challenge any of them, but pretty much they've already been challenged. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Um, so I challenge anybody, really, if you haven't done it, and you're into the gaming and you're in the gaming community, do a video. Just let us know and say that Cletus challenged you, because yeah, I'm fairly new to YouTube and to streaming and stuff like that. So I don't really have a lot of contacts and friends, and like I have a few, but like I said, they've already I already got tortured with it. So, but anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day.